So David, how we doing, bro?
Everything is going good, bro.
Yeah?
Ready, fucking 3 weeks away from the fight. 100% ready.
First off, man.
Yeah, nice to see you guys too.
How are things? Give the fans an update about how everything has been.
Everything has been going amazing. Training camp has been amazing. We've been working extremely hard. We know we got a hard fight, but these are the types of fights I want. These are the type of fighters I want to go against, and we had an amazing camp, but we're putting the finishing touches up on right now. We got 3 weeks left, and it's going to be my best performance of the date.
What do those finishing touches look like in camp?
Just working on the stuff that I got to work on, just different stuff.
He's a little monster right next to you.
Yeah.
So, just looking at the preparation, David, is there anything different or anything like that you had to add in this for?
Yeah, every fight is different. Every fighter has a different style, so it's up to me and my team to go in there and dissect it to see what I have to do. But like I said, we've been working on the necessary stuff that we need to work on to make sure we neutralize Morrell's power, his movement, and all his stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, they're right there. And we've been putting a great game plan together. We've been having some great sparrings. I've been sparring. My second sparring was 12 rounds with 3 different sparring opponents. So I've been working like that this whole time. So I'm extremely confident in myself, my skills, and everything I'm gonna do.
How are your hands feeling?
My hands are feeling great. Since the last fight, I went through those injuries. I took 3 months off, and I didn't use the hands at all for 3 months. But now they're feeling great. I've been doing a lot of physical therapy on them, been working on a lot on them, and they feel great. They feel better than before.
Did you find it was kind of a blessing in disguise when you hurt your right hand? You had to really focus working on your left hand, and now the power in that carries through even more?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like everything for me, I use the experience to my advantage. The last fight, when I fought with 2 injured hands, now I was going up against, a great fighter, so I kind of had to use, more touches, more speed. I had to do stuff that I don't usually do, you know what I mean? But it showed me that I have a lot of heart, and going up against a guy that caliber with 2 messed up hands, and now that I'm injury free, I feel amazing, and nothing's gonna get in my way February 1st.
Congratulations, by the way, on a new son to be.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm adding another little champion to my to my family, and it's just more motivation for me to go in there and keep working harder than keep working as hard as I've been working.
The main theme right now for this fight is that you're the one that's experienced. He has a deep amateur pedigree, but it's you who has the experience. Do you see that fight like this, or do you just see him just as another opponent?
I don't really see the amateur as any. I don't see that as this is not an amateur fight. This is a professional. This is it's a championship fight, 12 rounds. So he might have an advantage, the first 3 rounds, because of the amateurs. But other than that, 3 rounds don't mean nothing. To me, I've been in there with the better fighters. I've been in there in the bigger venues, bigger fights. This is my 3rd pay-per-view, 3rd or 4th. So I have the experience on my side. So it's gonna be different. I don't think he's ever been in anything like this caliber, and I'm gonna show why I'm on a different level.
But David, what do you make of just his antics over the course of the build-up to this fight?
I don't really care about his antics and none of that. To me, all that stuff from him is nervous energy. He knew he bit off a big portion that he can't chew. You know what I mean? And he can say anything he wants. He could act like that I'm RoboCop, like how's he saying that? But at the end of the day, I know exactly what I could do. Every other fighter that I've fought, every high caliber fighter has said the same thing. But once after they get in the ring with me, they all say the same thing. They say David Benavidez is on a different level. So, this is it's gonna be the same thing. I'm really focused right now, and I'm very really motivated because I'm excited that I'm gonna go in there and get that WBA belt. I don't have one of those yet, so I'm very excited to add one of those to my collection.
What does it mean when you're saying this is the David Benavidez era?
That this is this is my takeover, you know what I mean? I feel like, as I've seen fighters in Vegas, I feel like I could really take this over, you know what I mean? I have everything. I give the great fights, we give a lot of entertaining fights, and I really want this for myself. I want to show the people I am the best, and when I go up in there, I think everybody sees what level I'm at. So I'm just excited to, to make my dreams come true and become the face of boxing.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Marcos here. Sorry to interrupt the video, but I got to tell you about this new boxing app that I've had quite a bit of time to play around with, and I absolutely love. The app is called Boxing Showtimes, and it's a must-have mobile app for every boxing fan. Gain access to complete boxing schedules of fights coming up, see the undercards, personalized reminders, daily news in the world of boxing, and real-time updates, and a lot more. Dive deep into your favorite fighters' records and stats with detailed insights, participate in polls for fights coming up, and connect with fellow fight fans to share your thoughts. The sleek design of it adapts to your style day or night. From buying tickets to finding venues showing the fight, the app has you covered if you're a boxing fan. Use the interactive map, which I think is the coolest feature in this app, to discover bars near you where you can watch the fights live with friends. This isn't just an app. It's the boxing community you've been waiting for. Download now and thank me later.
David Morrell, he wound up responding to the talk in Florida with a lot of testing was brought up, and his response was it's fear on your end. It's something you're bringing up as an excuse because of fear and you're scared of all those.
It's not an excuse for shit, but when you go through other fighters that say, hey, I was tested by VADA, but then David Morrell was not tested, it brings a lot of questions up, you know what I mean? I'm not the only fighter that says this. There's been two other fighters that say this. They say that David Morrell, we're talking about a Betco, they say he was tested the whole camp, David Morrell was not tested, and after the fight, they didn't do no test, no drug test, which is kind of odd to me, but I really don't care about that. Even if it was on steroids, I'd beat the shit out of him. But, if you're a dirty fighter, you will get exposed. You know what I mean? That's why they were making such a big fucking deal and they didn't want to test. But dirty fighters will be exposed in this game. You know what I mean? And that's not good for the sport and it's not good for people, to use steroids. So, I'm not going to let that shit slide.
What's the status of that right now, the testing? What is being used?
What?
What is the status of the testing right now? Like, what is being used?
We're being tested because I keep putting pressure on VADA, saying that we got to test. And it's supposed to be the
interim for WBC?
WBC and then WBA. Okay. Yeah. So but at the end of the day, these are the high caliber fights that need testing. When I fought Caleb Plant, when I fought Dmitry Bivol, we were testing 14 weeks out. You know what I mean? With this one, we barely started testing 9 weeks out. And it's not like I'm asking stuff that I didn't do myself. I mean, I've been tested more than VADA by anybody. I've been tested more than anybody. By VADA by anybody. You know what I mean? I've been tested over probably 40 times. So it's not like I'm telling them to do something I didn't do myself. You know what I mean? When I fought Caleb Plant, they wanted to test as soon as we signed the contract. So it's not like I'm asking them to do anything, and then for them to act like, we're making them do something that they're not supposed to do. We're supposed to take VADA tests. It's supposed to be clean boxing. Isn't that why VADA's in boxing? You know what I mean?
What do you say?
Plan to fight Benavidez winner after this?
Yeah, that's definitely the plan. To go up there and win the belts. But as of right now, I'm 100% focused on February 1st, David Morrell. And until then, after that, then we can talk about what's going to happen after that.
Who won that fight to you?
I thought Bivol won that fight, to be honest with you. It was a close fight. It could have went. Couldn't have went either way. I feel like Bivol won most of the rounds. He controlled most of the rounds, and his combination punching was better.
Do you think he wins the rematch?
I think he does.
Yeah. Is it different, or do you think it's more?
I don't know, because both those fighters are both high caliber fighters, so they can make adjustments. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be the same fight or not. But if it's the same fight, I feel like Bivol wins.
David, en español, un poquito de tus comentarios generales sobre la pelea y tu rival.
Pues la verdad, yo me siento muy bien ahorita, estoy 100% listo. Ya tenemos 4 meses entrenando para esta pelea y me siento bien, fuerte y ya estamos listos para ganar el 1 de febrero.
¿De tu rival qué opinas?
Pues es un peleador bueno, tiene un título que yo quiero ahorita y yo creo que es uno de los mejores peleadores en el peso ahorita. So, va a ser una guerra, pero le vamos a ganar.
With all this talk and the lot of testing and everything, what do you say to fans who they wonder about a relationship with a guy like Memo? And I know Memo's a hell of a strength coach, but given his past, just while we're
so if they were worried about doing fucking steroids and this and that, why the fuck am I the one trying to test more. If we have a guy that we're taking steroids supposedly, like how you're bringing up, why the fuck am I calling for more VADA tests? You answer me that. So if there was anything like that, if anything, I wouldn't even want to test VADA. So why am I calling for VADA? If we're doing anything dirty, why am I calling for VADA? Why am I trying to test more VADA?
I hear you, but the same fans who would ask that, I know the next thing they want to say is Victor Conti has an association with VADA. So sometimes they look at VADA with speculation, you know?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're calling for the test. We've been doing as much tests. We're making this a clean boxing. You know, steroids shouldn't be taken in for anybody in boxing. So that's why we ramped up the VADA test.
Would you be part of the 24 or 365-day program?
Yeah, because I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide. They could test me 24/7, 365 days a week. I really don't care.
David, lastly, man, for me, Morrell, he's saying, you know, in response to the game plan of pressuring him and inflicting punishment on him every round, he feels like, he says you're not going to be able to be as offensive-minded and apply the kind of pressure you're used to applying because he thinks the power will negate that. What do you think of that, David?
I'm glad he's confident in himself. You know, at the end of the day, we're going into the fight. It could be all speculation, but at the end of the day, he's never felt nothing like me. And I'm going to show why I'm at the level I'm at.
David, you mentioned about being a face of boxing. Is that a new sponsor on your shirt?
It's been my sponsor for the past 2 fights. Agua Plus, best water in the world. Well, you're not even recording. You can't see it. But yeah,
Why? What's good about it? Does it have hydrogen?
It has alkaline and it has pink Himalayan salt in there. You know, so sometimes your water is just not enough because it doesn't hold electrolytes. So this adds a pink Himalayan salt, so it gives you that extra electrolytes.
Is that something you'd want in 2025, working with more brands and earning more money outside the ring as well?
More money is always better. More money is always better.
Who would be the ideal brand on Instagram? I see you dripping in Versace.
This is the ideal brand, Agua Plus.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.